pay attention to me tonight. I'm so sick of this.
Oh my god.
Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very simple.
Okay, but seriously, where are all the good guys? They have to be out there. Those of us that are in the dating game have to believe that they're out there, or we wouldn't be doing it. So many of you reach out to me with your stories, and I love hearing from you, so keep doing that. But after I posted that last video about the terrible date and the terrible guy, I've heard a lot of really bad stories. Like a lot of them. Why do we have so many bad stories? I fully believe that they've always been happening. We've just never talked about it before. So I'm so glad that we're talking about them now, and we need to keep doing that. But if you're a good guy, I'm going to need you to declare yourself. Because us women, we're losing faith out here.
Okay, this is going to be a doozy of an audit. We got here a special edition of queens being left on red in real life. That first one, yeah, queen, dress up, go out to the club, and it's business as usual, right? Almost an infinite amount of simps out there wanting to buy you a drink just to do a quick boob grab, and then you can call them a creep and put them on blast. Except something's wrong. Oh no! The supply of simps is low, and the demand is getting higher. Sucks to be you. And for that second queen, where are all the good guys at? That's real simple. They're in your DMs. You left them on red. You know, the guys that when you were in high school, they were too corny for you. They weren't bad boy enough. Why don't you turn around and look inside of your friend zone? I'm pretty sure you got at least 2 or 3 in there. Unless, of course, they're no longer paying attention to you anymore. Methinks it's possible that thy of queens looked in the friend zones, and it's not that the guys are in relationships now. It's just they're not chasing you anymore. Instead of having the usual 5 or 6 male orbiters, it's down to 2 or 3. Well, queens, what could I say? I mean, your taco can only pull so much. Up until the point where the manosphere starts to go a little bit more mainstream, and the reliable simps just stop being as reliable as they used to be. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
I have been writing and working in the single and dating space in some capacity since 2013, and this is the most consistent question I have ever seen come up. Where are all the men is a consistent phrase that is pervasive across the dating space, across media portrayals of singlehood, you name it. We don't know where the fuck they are. And you know what? It's not our job to find out. Y'all tell us. I'm tired. I'm completely tired of trying to figure out this goddamn question. Where the fuck are all the men? Because you know where the women are? We're out there. We're putting ourselves out there because that's what we were always told we need to do in order to find someone. But then we went out there and you know who we met? Each other, which is fantastic, by the way. I love meeting single women out. But we didn't go out to meet each other. We went out to meet you, and you weren't out there. So y'all tell us, where the fuck are single men? Because what we're not going to do anymore is tell single women only. Put yourself out there. First of all, out where? Second of all, who's there when we go? They've been telling us lies and singing us songs for too long, and it's over. We're not falling for this shit anymore. We're not putting ourselves out there if we're the only ones doing that, okay?
Sorry. The voices.
I find it awesome that this queen is out there actually saying that she's been in the dating sphere for years now. That just shows you that women just follow other women's advice in dating. In other words, it's a blind leading the blind. The first clue was evident when she said, oh, where are the men at? It's not our job to know where they're at. Yeah, that's the first problem. As usual, the queens out there want to put out 0 effort. They want to get what they want, but they don't want to put any effort for it. That's like saying, hey, you know what? I want a prize marlin, but since I'm not willing to pay for it, I'm not willing to go out fishing for it, I want the marlin to jump out of the sea and come straight to me to my house so I can enjoy a 5-star meal. Yeah, queen, that's going to work like a charm. It's like a winning strategy. If you didn't notice, queen, in dating, men don't give out participation trophies, but they will give you a participation tour of Pound Town. The other clue is when you said, oh, the women, we're out there. We're putting ourselves out there because we were told that's what we need to do. Okay, who told you to do that? All you have been doing is, number one, going further and further away from traditional values, from the traditional ladylike features that men like. You become more masculine, you become rougher around the edges, and you think because you plaster on fake up, it's supposed to give out the exact same vibes that has always been given, and the men are supposed to run like ravaged dogs after a bone. Yes, that's what we want. No, men have decided, hey, you know what, queen? You're going to act this way? I'm not interested. You know, I'm going to hang out over here doing my thing. Yeah, and the problem is that cookie that you women have been holding out, oh yeah, well, I'm holding out bedroom fun. Well, men have decided, okay, you're going to hold out bedroom fun for me, but at the same time, there are hundreds of thousands of women out there who are putting their cookie on the internet for like $3.99 a month on LonelyFans? The mystery's out. It's gone. I'm not going to destroy myself over that. How about this crazy idea, Queens? Why don't you women switch back to what men like? Maybe that'll work. Moving on.
Where are all the men? Literally, I'm so disillusioned by the male population right now because they're all boys. Tell me why the other week the girls and I are... Can the street traffic not? Like, tell me why the other week the girls and I were at the bar and there's like this guy with his friend and like he was kind of cute, whatever, and he was like looking back over at us and we were like, hey, like, is he gonna like do something? Homeboy goes and sits down at the bar and we're like, okay, whatever, like forget about it. And then we see he's like still just like sitting there alone, like what? And he'll be like, he would like look back at us and we were like, and it's like, what, babe? Do you want me to, hey babe, you want me to buy you a drink? Like, what do you want? Like, but they literally just think like they're the prize or something. And honestly, it's because the girls are making them feel that way. The are walking up to men and being like, hey, like, oh. Please stop approaching men. If they want you, they need to come up to you and get it. Because the sassy man apocalypse and they're just princesses. And it's like, yeah, boo, gender rules, boo. But at the same time, it's like inevitable.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Ooh, Queen, this gorilla can't help but notice how you just started that off. You said, oh yeah, literally, you're so disillusioned by the male population because they're all boys. Pause right there. Hold up a second. That's your disillusion because they're all male boys, while at the same time, women refer to themselves as girls. I'm sorry, but it's pretty evident to a lot of men in the manosphere that a lot of women grow older, but they don't really grow up. They try to retain a lot of their childish mannerisms and, more importantly, their childish demands as to what they deserve, not what they earned. As to the point in your story where, like, you and the girls, yeah, great start. Anyway, you said you saw that guy at the bar. He was cute and all. He kept looking back, but, oh, why didn't he approach? If you want me, you have to approach me. Yeah, you said it yourself, the key point right there. If he wants you. Evidently, he didn't want you that much. And you're saying that women are now approaching men? Guess what? That's called equality. That's what you women fought so hard for. That's what you want. I mean, didn't you say boo gender roles? Well, when you start saying boo gender roles, that means new roles come up. They must be taken up. That includes you do the approaching as well. If the guy likes you, he approaches. If you like him, you approach. Oh, no. Can't do that. That's strictly prohibited. But then you're complaining about the women who do approach these guys and they actually get the guy. So instead of complaining and yapping and acting like an entitled little 12-year-old princess, why don't you woman up, get up, go over there and talk to the guy. Treat him like a human being. Maybe you'll get what you want out of it. Moving on.
So there's a certain type of black king that pretty much all snow bunnies want. And even if she's not a snow bunny, the other girls are still going to want him too. Now, a lot of black kings tend to dress very casually, toned down, caps. Sometimes they wear chains. A lot of black kings are into trainers. I mean, it kind of suits them, but the ones who wear really nice clothing, I suppose more of a white Western guy touch. And also when they're articulate, that's a big thing. When they speak in such an articulate way, and it's clear that they're from a good background and are highly educated, they attract anyone. And there's like this massive argument, like the snow bunnies are all in competition. So my advice to you, if you're a black king, right, tone down the accent and start just articulating your words properly so you're easy to understand by everyone. Is attractive. Like, women are attracted to the voice. If you've got an American accent, that's great. Well done. Women love that, especially in England. And just dress in a kind of classy way. Shirts, chinos, that sort of stuff. Skinny jeans and shirts, that's a winner.
Oh, behave.
Oh, I found this one extremely special. Let me get this right, my self-proclaimed snow bunny Colleen. You're saying that the black king that dresses up kind of like Steve Harvey is the one that all the snow bunnies go for. You know what that sounds like, Colleen? That sounds like gold digging with extra steps. Just say that you're a gold digger. Everything you said really isn't something that a black king is going to just fake it just to get you. No, that's not fakery. That's him building himself up. In other words, you're just saying, okay, I want to see a reflection of a black king that has built himself up, that has built up his castle, so I can be the snow bunny and just move in. This isn't something that is strictly for the black kings. This is for all kings out there. You queens do this often. I've said it before. 9 times out of 10, women don't help build a man up. 9 times out of 10, women want the guy pre-assembled with the money, the career, the looks, the wardrobe, the cars, the castle already up there. So she can move in, throw in a couple of curtains, a throw rug, some new sheets on the bed, and she can say, yeah, I did my part. This is all ours. Sister, just say it. You want the gold. You don't care what color the candy wrapper comes in, as long as it's got the gold nuggets inside of it. Moving on.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I got to go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please stop ordering takeout by your f***ing self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag. Pray for me.
Wow, this reeks of desperation. Okay, first of all, gentlemen, and when I say gentlemen, I mean my younger viewers, don't fall for this crap, all right? Why? Well, let this gorilla cook for a moment. Okay, Queen, let me address you directly. Guess what? This whole video, this whole rant, is based on total BS. Because when you say that all men are hiding, OMG, where are they at? Hey, you know what, Queen? You have to be more direct. You're talking about the men that you're attracted to. You're talking about the Chads and Tyrones and the top 20 to 10% of men that you want aren't going to places that you're going to. Because trust me, there are plenty of men out there in the wild. When you say, oh, I can meet them randomly. The thing is, the vast majority of them are invisible to you. I mean, don't be fooled by this queen. I guarantee you, she believes that she deserves like a top tier guy. She deserves a high value man, an HVM. When she complains about going out and not meeting any guys, how much you want to bet that, oh, I don't know, she's passed plenty of restaurants and seen plenty of restaurant employees there, but she doesn't give them the time of day. Nope, she keeps going. She probably goes into a grocery store. Doesn't care about the guy who's restocking things. Nope, that's not her type. In fact, hell, she could walk into a pharmacy, pick up her prescription, and the pharmacist, the guy back there, the guy who's got a good paying job, not interested in him. No, she wants the multi-millionaire jet setter who's going to take her everywhere and buy her all her things, buy her the bag, and make her feel like the entitled princess she believes she is. And she's crying because she can't get that guy to go to the places that she wants to find him at. Something tells me when she goes to the coffee shop and orders her ice cold mocha latte, she doesn't look at the guy who served it up to her and starts thinking, wow, that looks like a stand-up kind of guy who's here working hard, probably putting in 40 hours, and doing what he needs to do to make it and provide either for himself, or he could work hard to provide for a family. He could also probably be somebody who's very loyal in a relationship, willing to do what it takes for the relationship to last. Nope, not by a long shot. She's not thinking that. She's thinking, peasant, give me my drink while I go out there and find the high-value man who I know is looking for me. But don't worry, Colleen. You got a bright future to look at. I mean, within time, gravity will take its toll on those fun bags, and they'll be pointing towards the floor 24/7, right where all the cats will be at your feet. And you'll have all the memories of all the Chads and Tyrones that gave you a good old time on that carousel while you were pumped and dumped. I mean, the good guys, they're just boring. The players, that's where the real fun's at. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.